Many people believe that women are difficult to understand and that their feelings are a big mystery. While this is a common notion, the truth is that women often give very clear signs when they are interested in someone. When a woman feels a real attraction to someone, she tends to demonstrate it through actions and behaviors that are quite noticeable. In this article, you will learn about 20 signs that indicate a woman wants something more intimate with you, beyond just a friendship. You might be wondering if her gestures are simply polite or if there is something more involved. I will share with you signs that reveal what she truly feels, which might go unnoticed if you're not paying attention. It's important to be attentive to these signs because, throughout this text, I will mention 6 specific signs that are extremely reliable. If a woman shows at least one of these signs, you can be sure that she is open to something more serious and intimate. If she is also interested, you can approach her and invite her to something more special. She will likely not turn down the invitation if she feels the same way about you. The last sign is particularly powerful, so stay tuned until the end to not miss this crucial tip. Before we get started, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like this video, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any updates from our content. Now, let's get to the point. 20 signs that a woman wants immediate intimacy with you. She adjusts her appearance whenever you get close. When a woman is interested in you, she subconsciously starts adjusting her appearance whenever you are near. Whether she is fixing her hair, checking herself in the mirror, or adjusting her outfit while you're around, it can be a clear sign that she wants to make a good impression. These little actions show that she wants to look attractive in your eyes and present herself in the best possible way. She gives you lots of specific compliments. If a woman starts complimenting you frequently, especially in a detailed way, it's a good indication that she's interested in you. Compliments about your appearance, intelligence, or even your more subtle gestures can be her way of expressing the attraction she feels for you. When her compliments go beyond the superficial, she might be signaling that she's connecting with you on a deeper level. She always starts deeper conversations. When a woman is genuinely interested, she won't settle for shallow conversations. She wants to discuss deeper topics like your values, your feelings, and life experiences. If she seeks out more intimate or personal topics, it's a way for her to emotionally connect with you and assess whether you both have compatibility for something more meaningful. She gets physically closer to you. If a woman starts getting physically closer to you, without seeming uncomfortable or out of place, it's a clear sign that she's interested. She might lean in closer while you're talking, subtly touch your arm, or even sit next to you, seeking a more intimate connection in the space between you. She looks into your eyes constantly. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of nonverbal communication. If she maintains eye contact with you, smiles more frequently when you look at her, or looks for your eyes during conversation, it indicates that she is trying to build an emotional bond and wants something more. She smiles a lot when she's near you. Smiling is one of the clearest signs of interest. If a woman smiles frequently when she's around you, especially in a genuine and warm way, it's a sign that she feels comfortable with you and is likely interested in something more than just friendship. She sends you messages for no specific reason. If she starts texting you even when there's no real need, like sharing something trivial or asking how your day went, this could be a sign that she is trying to establish constant communication with you and keep the connection flowing. Something that typically happens when someone desires something more intimate. She tries to impress you in subtle ways. When a woman is interested, she may try to impress you with her skills, knowledge, or talents. If she shares something she excels at or stands out in a particular area just to get your attention, it can be a clear sign that she wants to impress you and create a deeper connection. These signs are just the beginning. As you pay attention to the small but significant ways she is signaling interest, you'll be better equipped to respond appropriately. Understanding these signals allows you to navigate the relationship with more confidence, ultimately leading to a stronger, more genuine connection if both of you are on the same page. Now, the key to responding to these signals is knowing how to reciprocate with grace and respect. By observing her body language, her conversations, and how she interacts with you, you can determine when it's the right time to take things to the next level. Just remember, subtlety, patience, and mutual respect are your best tools to nurture a connection that could lead to something more meaningful. By being attentive and responsive, you show that you're not only interested but also willing to take the time to understand her on a deeper level. So, stay present, be mindful, and if the feeling is mutual, you'll find that intimacy can develop naturally and beautifully. Ah, I see. I misunderstood your request. Let me fix that for you and provide the full translation of the entire text, including the previous signs and starting from the first one. I'll translate everything properly in the right order, starting with number 1 all the way to 20, as requested. Many people believe that women are difficult to understand, and their feelings are a big mystery. While this is a common idea, the truth is that women often give very clear signals when they are interested in someone. When a woman feels a real attraction towards someone, she tends to show this through actions and behaviors that are quite noticeable. In this article, you will learn about 20 signs that indicate a woman wants something more intimate with you, beyond just a friendship. Perhaps you're wondering if her gestures are simply polite or if there's something more involved. I'll share with you signs that reveal what she really feels, which might go unnoticed if you're not paying attention. It's important to be aware of these signs, because, throughout this text, I'll mention 6 specific signs that are extremely reliable. If a woman demonstrates at least one of these signs, you can be sure that she is open to something more serious and intimate. If she is also interested, you can approach her and invite her to something more special. She will likely not refuse the invitation if she feels the same way about you. The last sign is particularly powerful, so stay until the end to make sure you don't miss this crucial tip. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, take a moment to subscribe, give us a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on our content. Now, let's get to the point. 20 signs that a woman wants immediate intimacy with you. Point 1. She adjusts her appearance whenever you're near. When a woman is interested in you, she subconsciously starts adjusting her appearance whenever you're around. If she's fixing her hair, checking herself in a mirror, or adjusting her clothes when you're near, it could be a clear sign that she wants to make a good impression. These small actions show that she wants to appear attractive in your eyes and present herself in the best possible way. Point 2. She gives you a lot of specific compliments. If a woman starts complimenting you frequently, especially in detail, it's a good indication that she's interested in you. Compliments on your appearance, intelligence, or even on your more subtle gestures could be a way for her to demonstrate her attraction to you. When her compliments go beyond the superficial, she may be signaling that she's connecting with you on a deeper level. Point 3. She always initiates deeper conversations when she's genuinely interested. A woman doesn't limit herself to small talk. She wants to discuss more meaningful topics, such as your values, feelings, and life experiences. If she seeks out more intimate or personal subjects, it's a way for her to emotionally connect with you and evaluate whether you have compatibility for something more significant. Point 4. She gets physically closer to you. If a woman starts getting physically closer to you without seeming uncomfortable or out of place, it's a clear sign that she's interested. She might lean in while you're talking, subtly touch your arm, or even sit closer to you, seeking a more intimate connection in the space you're sharing. Point 5. She seeks your eyes constantly. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of nonverbal communication. If she locks eyes with you, smiles more frequently when you look at her, or looks for your eyes during conversation, it's an indication that she's trying to create an emotional bond and that she wants something more. Point 6. She smiles a lot when she's near you. Smiling is one of the clearest signs of interest. If a woman smiles frequently when she's around you, especially in a warm and genuine way, it's a sign that she feels comfortable with you and is likely interested in something more than just friendship. Point 7. She texts you without a specific reason. If she starts texting you even when there's no need, like sharing something trivial or asking how your day was, it could be a sign that she's trying to maintain a constant connection with you and keep the communication flowing, which is something people often do when they want something more intimate. Point 8. She tries to impress you in subtle ways. When a woman is interested, she might try to impress you with her skills, knowledge, or talents. If she shares something she's good at or stands out in some area just to catch your attention, it could be a clear sign that she wants to impress you and create a deeper connection. Point 9. She touches you frequently. Physical touch is one of the most direct ways to show interest. If she touches you lightly and naturally, whether it's on your arm, shoulder, or hand, it could be a way for her to express her attraction. Subtle touches can indicate that she's looking for a closer and more intimate connection. Point 10. She shows interest in your personal life. If she shows genuine curiosity about your personal life, asking about your relationships, childhood, or even your dreams and aspirations, it could be a sign that she's trying to understand who you are better and see how you can connect on a deeper level. Point 11. She shares personal details with you. If she starts opening up and sharing personal thoughts and experiences, it's a sign that she trusts you and feels comfortable connecting with you on a more intimate level. Women usually don't share personal details with just anyone, so if she's doing this, it's because she wants to establish a closer bond. Point 12. She gets nervous or fidgety when you're around. If you notice that she gets a little nervous, fidgeting with her hands or unsure of how to act when you're around, this could be a reflection of her attraction. Often, this kind of behavior is a sign that she's trying to hide how much she cares or is interested. Point 13. She looks for excuses to see you more often. If she's constantly creating opportunities to meet up with you or making herself available, even without a clear reason, it could indicate that she wants to be closer to you and enjoy your company more often. Point 14. She listens to you attentively. A woman who's genuinely interested in you will pay close attention to what you say. If she remembers important details from previous conversations or asks follow-up questions based on what you've shared, it's a clear sign that she values your opinion and wants to form a deeper connection. Point 15. She feels comfortable and relaxed around you. If she seems at ease and has no problem showing vulnerability around you, it's an indication that she feels a certain level of intimacy has already been established and probably wants that to evolve into something even closer. Point 16. She laughs at your jokes, even when they're not that funny. When a woman is truly interested, she tends to laugh at your jokes, even if they aren't particularly funny. She does this to show that she enjoys your company and wants to keep the interaction light and positive. Point 17. She sends you suggestive messages. If she sends text messages with a flirtatious tone or makes subtle comments that suggest more intimate interest, it's a sign that she's trying to establish more personal and potentially physical communication. 18. She tries to impress you with her body. If she starts behaving in a more seductive manner, positioning herself in a way that accentuates her physical appearance, or wearing clothes that highlight her figure, it could be a clear sign that she wants to attract your interest and get your attention in a more physical way. Point 19. She asks you to meet in a more private setting. If she suggests meeting in a more intimate place, like her home or a quiet spot, it could be her way of signaling that she's ready for a more personal and intimate approach. Point 20. She talks about the future with you. When a woman starts talking about the future and includes you in her plans, even if indirectly, like mentioning things she'd like to do with you, it's a sign that she wants more than just friendship. She might be envisioning a deeper, long-term relationship with you. These 20 signs are ways to identify that a woman is interested in you intimately and open to a deeper connection. Pay attention to them, and if you notice some of these behaviors, it could be the perfect time to take the next step and explore a closer relationship. When a woman starts showing deeper interest, she may give several subtle signs that she's open to something more intimate. These signs can be observed, but it's essential to know how to respond intelligently and respectfully so the interaction evolves naturally and pleasantly. The key here is to notice these clues and respond with confidence and care, creating an environment where she feels comfortable and engaged to open up even more. If she tries to impress you in subtle ways, like sharing her talents or telling interesting stories about her achievements, it could be her way of wanting to stand out and show that she has qualities that might attract you. When you notice this, be sure to reinforce your appreciation. For example, if she tells you about a project or skill she has, you could say something like, "Wow, that's amazing. I really admire people who have so many different skills." This not only validates her efforts, but also creates an environment where she feels valued and accepted. When she touches you frequently, even in light, casual ways, like touching your arm or hand, it indicates that she's comfortable with physical proximity. Don't hesitate to return these touches in a smooth and natural way. If she touches your arm, for example, you could respond with a subtle touch on her shoulder. This helps maintain the physical connection without overstepping, creating a more intimate relationship in a gradual and comfortable way. If she shows genuine interest in your personal life, like asking about your dreams, family, or plans for the future, it indicates that she wants to know more about who you really are. This is the perfect moment to share more about yourself, but without exaggeration. Share your ambitions and interests naturally, such as, "I've always wanted to travel more, I dream of visiting Japan one day." "What about you, what's your big dream?" This creates an opportunity for both of you to get to know each other better and establishes a deeper emotional bond. Finally, when she shares personal details with you, showing a deeper trust, it's a big sign that she wants to connect on a more intimate level. In these moments, be a good listener. Don't just listen, but also show empathy. When she talks about her experiences, show that you genuinely care. Saying something like, "That must have been really tough for you, but I'm glad you made it through," makes her feel understood and closer to you. These signs, when observed carefully, are clear clues that she's interested in something more intimate. By responding to these signals genuinely and without rushing, you're creating a solid foundation for a relationship that can evolve naturally and respectfully. The key is to keep communication open, be sensitive to her signs, and at the same time, create an environment where both of you feel comfortable exploring the connection that's starting to form. When handled well, these interactions can lead to a deeper relationship with true intimacy, where both of you feel emotionally and physically connected. And in the end, the most important thing is to respect her time and boundaries, always acting in a thoughtful and respectful manner. As you start to notice these signs of interest, it's important to act with confidence, but not rush. Women, just like men, appreciate a pace that respects each other's space and feelings, so the approach should be gradual and attuned to her signals. If she's getting physically closer and sharing personal details, this indicates that she's already comfortable enough to open up to you. In this case, the best strategy is to continue creating this safe and welcoming space for her. For example, if she shares something personal, you can respond empathically and even share a little of your own story. This not only keeps the conversation flowing but also strengthens the emotional bond between you both. Another crucial point is knowing how to react when she starts sending you messages without a clear reason. This may seem like trivial behavior, but it's a sign that she wants to keep communication constant and keep you present in her life. In these cases, it's essential not only to respond casually but also to initiate conversations that go beyond just, "How are you?" Try asking something more personal, like, "What's the most interesting thing you've done this week?" Or even start a conversation about something she mentioned earlier, showing that you're paying attention and care about what she shares. This type of engagement deepens the conversation and helps create a relationship that goes beyond the surface level. When she feels comfortable enough to give you specific compliments or, even more so, to touch you frequently, it indicates that her interest is genuine and that she's open to a higher level of intimacy. When you notice this, the most important thing is to respond in kind, with subtle touches and compliments in return. If she touches your arm or shoulder, for example, you can gently reciprocate with a similar gesture. The key here is to create a dance of reciprocity, where both of you feel comfortable and respected, without either person feeling pressured. A good strategy is to always maintain balance. Don't force the touch or intimacy, but also don't pull back entirely. The idea is to create a mutual exchange of affection and interest that strengthens both the physical and emotional connection. When she tries to impress you, whether with a special talent or with something she excels at, you should respond genuinely, not just by saying it's amazing, but by showing real interest. This not only makes her feel valued, but also opens the door for deeper conversations about each other's interests and abilities. By showing that you appreciate and respect what she has to offer, you demonstrate that you're invested in her as a person, not just in the physical or superficial aspects. Prolonged eye contact is another clear sign that she's seeking more intimacy. When she keeps her gaze fixed on you, there's a strong desire to connect emotionally. Here, the best strategy is to maintain the eye contact for a few moments, but naturally, without forcing or exaggerating. If she smiles back or holds the gaze, it indicates that she's comfortable and also interested. At this moment, you can give a small smile in return or even make a light joke to relax the environment further. The goal is not to let the interaction become tense, but to make both of you feel like you're in sync. Another important point is her behavior when asking more personal questions. If she shows interest in your life, plans, and dreams, she's beginning to see you as someone with whom she can share the future. In this case, the strategy is to be honest, but without forcing the conversation. If she asks about your dreams, for instance, you can share something that's important to you, such as your professional plans or personal ambitions. By doing so, you continue to deepen the emotional connection between you. By showing vulnerability, you create an emotional connection, which often strengthens the bond because it allows her to feel comfortable enough to share as well. If she starts sending you more suggestive messages, flirting more openly, it indicates that she's interested in taking the relationship to a more intimate level. Here, it's crucial to respond respectfully, but also show that you're interested and open to this type of connection. If she makes a bolder comment, you can reply in a playful yet respectful way, signaling that you're aware of the subtle dynamics of the conversation without rushing things. For example, you might respond with something light-hearted, but still respectful, showing that you're paying attention to the nuances of the interaction without pushing for things to move faster than they should. Additionally, when she suggests meeting in more private or intimate settings, like her house or a quiet place, that's a clear sign she wants to be closer to you and build a more personal connection. The strategy here is not to hesitate, but also to be mindful of the moment and your own level of comfort. If you feel ready for this type of meeting, respond positively, but without urgency. You might say something like, "I'd love to, but I also prefer it to be at the right time, so we can fully enjoy each other's company." This shows that you respect her pace, but are also interested in the proposal. When she starts talking about the future and includes you in her plans, even if indirectly, it's a big sign that she sees you as someone she can share her future with. The best strategy here is to engage in the conversation sincerely, responding in a way that shows you also see yourself as part of her future. You might say something simple like, "I'd love to be around to see how this unfolds," or "I'm sure it's going to be a great experience, and I'd be happy to share it with you." These responses not only show interest in the future but also help solidify the connection between you. In summary, when you notice these signs of interest, it's essential to react with emotional intelligence. Being receptive, respectful, and engaged in her conversations and gestures is key to deepening the relationship in a healthy way. There's no magic formula, but a combination of paying attention to details, showing empathy, and exercising patience can lead to a more intimate and meaningful connection. Respecting each other's time and space, as well as being transparent about your intentions, creates an environment where both of you feel comfortable exploring the relationship in an authentic and profound way. Every interaction is an opportunity to strengthen the bond between you. If you approach these strategies thoughtfully and attentively, you can build a solid foundation for something more meaningful and intimate, always with mutual respect and consideration. In the end, it's important to remember that building a deeper connection with someone is not a rushed process, but a journey that involves attentiveness, patience, and reciprocity. Each of the signs mentioned, when identified with sensitivity, is an opportunity to deepen the connection naturally and respectfully. The secret lies in authenticity in your actions. By being genuine and transparent about your intentions, you allow the other person to feel safe and comfortable expressing themselves openly and sincerely. When you become more aware of these signs and the strategies you can use to deepen the relationship, you begin to realize that true intimacy isn't just in the actions, but in how the two people connect emotionally and mentally. It doesn't come just from touch or compliments, but from the mutual trust that builds over time through respect and understanding. A woman who sends you clear signs of interest wants more than just a fleeting romance or a superficial friendship. She's looking for a deep connection that goes beyond appearance or physical attraction. She wants to feel understood, valued, and respected for who you are in all aspects. This means that, as you act with intelligence and empathy, respecting both her boundaries and the emotional needs of both of you, the relationship can flourish in a true way. It's also important to be mindful of the rhythm of each interaction. Things won't always unfold in a linear way, and it's important to be able to read the pauses, silences, and small gestures. Sometimes, true progress comes from a simple exchanged glance or a gesture of affection without rushing. True intimacy is built in calmness, shared time, and the safe space that both of you create for yourselves. When the signs are clear and you notice she's open to something more intimate, don't hesitate to act with intelligence and respect, but never force a situation. If the relationship develops gradually and naturally, the bond will be stronger and more genuine. What you want is for her to feel comfortable and desired, without pressure or unrealistic expectations. This way, the chances of creating a deep and lasting connection increase significantly. Finally, the key to any successful relationship is authenticity. Be yourself, fully and honestly. Don't be afraid to express your feelings, but also be sensitive to her reactions and limits. Remember, true intimacy comes from a place of trust and open communication, not from manipulation or rushing things. When both people are aligned in that space of respect and authenticity, the relationship naturally becomes deeper, more enjoyable, and more meaningful. So, observe the signs, respond with emotional intelligence, and above all, be authentic. This combination can transform a simple friendship into a meaningful and genuine relationship with potential for something much deeper. If you follow this path with respect, patience, and attentiveness to her feelings, the intimacy you're seeking will come naturally, enriching and true. Along this journey, it's essential to remember that communication is the foundation of any deep connection. When she starts showing clear signs of interest, as mentioned, it's your role to take the next step with subtlety and empathy. Avoid the temptation to force a situation or act impulsively. Respect for her freedom and feelings is key to ensuring that the relationship develops in a balanced and healthy way. For example, when she physically gets closer to you, whether through subtle gestures like touching your arm or maintaining proximity, instead of backing away or getting nervous, respond calmly. Let the space between you two naturally close, and use these moments to let the conversation flow easily, without pressure. By doing this, you show that you're comfortable and open to intimacy, without invading her space too quickly. Another crucial point is recognizing moments of vulnerability. If she shares something more personal or sensitive, it's an opportunity to connect on a deeper level. Rather than changing the subject or downplaying what she said, listen attentively and show empathy. This creates a safe space for her to feel comfortable opening up even more. A simple yet genuine response like, "I understand how you feel," or "that must have been really hard for you," can create a strong and sincere emotional connection. When she gives you specific compliments, such as detailed comments about your character, appearance, or accomplishments, see this as a reflection of how much she values your presence. Instead of shrinking away or feeling embarrassed, respond with gratitude. Saying something like, "I'm glad you noticed that. I really try to be a better person," can not only reinforce your image but also show that you value the emotional exchange. If you notice that she seeks to be closer to you in social situations or even at work, view this as an opportunity to create a more intimate and comfortable environment. Instead of feeling uneasy or trying to avoid moments when you're alone, use these moments to strengthen your connection. You might start a more personal conversation or even casually invite her out, without pressure, like, "I'd love to get to know you better, how about we grab a coffee later?" And when the eye contact between you intensifies, take the opportunity to deepen the nonverbal communication. By holding the gaze a bit longer, you can create a sense of connection without saying a word. A genuine smile followed by a deeper look can be a powerful way to express your interest, and by holding that gaze for a comfortable amount of time, you show that you're truly present and not rushing. If you notice that she's sending more frequent messages or sharing trivial things, be available and receptive. Don't just respond coldly or indifferently, show real interest. If she shares something like a photo or a small part of her day, take the opportunity to start a more personal conversation or even joke about what she's shared, making the interaction more natural and engaging. This shows that you care about her life and want to actively participate in the moments she's sharing with you. At the same time, it's important to balance physical touch. If she touches you often and naturally, like brushing her hand against your arm or leaning in your direction, you can respond in a more receptive way. However, never cross her boundaries. Touch should always be reciprocal and comfortable for both of you, without pushing for physical intimacy before she feels ready for it. When she starts talking about the future, whether directly or more subtly, like mentioning places she wants to visit or activities she wants to do, this is a clear sign she sees you as part of her long-term life. This is the ideal time to show interest in her future as well. You can ask, "And you, what would you like to achieve in the next few years?" This can open the door to a deeper conversation about expectations, desires, and even possible shared plans. Remember, authenticity is one of the greatest allies in building true intimacy. Don't try to be someone you're not. Be honest about your intentions, and act in alignment with the feelings you genuinely have. When a woman perceives that you're being genuine and not playing games, mutual trust grows, which is an essential element for any successful relationship. Patience is key here. Even if she's showing clear signs of interest, take your time to deeply understand her emotional needs, insecurities, and what she's looking for in a relationship. This will allow you to make more informed decisions about the pace of the relationship, avoiding unnecessary pressure or unrealistic expectations. In summary, these 20 signs are golden opportunities to better understand what a woman is looking for in a relationship. By acting thoughtfully and intelligently, creating an environment where both of you feel comfortable and respected, you have a great chance of establishing a deep and genuine connection. Don't rush it, don't force anything. Respect her time and your own, and most importantly, be yourself. When both of you feel free to be authentic, intimacy will come naturally, solidly, and enjoyably.